Episode 5. Consistency, the secret to building a successful trader. Welcome to Episode 5 of Journey to the Zone, Secrets of a Successful Trader, on the V-Invest channel. Titled, Consistency, the secret to building a successful trader. I'm stoked to reconnect with you on this journey, where we're diving into the mindset and art of trading, not just to survive, but to truly master the financial markets. If you caught Episode 4, you'll remember we talked about objective thinking, trading with a cool head, free from personal emotions or biases steering your decisions. Today, we're stepping into Chapter 4 of Mark Douglas's Trading in the Zone. A chapter I believe hands you the key to turning everything we've learned into real results. Before we jump into today's main content, I want to take a quick minute to share something important. If you're new to V-Invest and listening to this, you might think, this trading psychology stuff? Heard it all before, probably nothing new, or maybe you feel it's not a big deal and are tempted to skip it. But hold up, take a second to look back at your own trading journey. How many times have you let emotions take the wheel, let your ego trip you up, and lost money just because you couldn't keep your head straight? Here's the truth. Trading psychology is the bedrock of long-term success in the markets. At V-Invest, we're all about helping you build a rock-solid trading mindset. That's why we've kicked off with topics like psychology, the right mindset, and effective money management. Down the road, we'll dig deep into building trading systems, a huge piece of the puzzle for trading consistently and winning. So, I hope you'll take each episode seriously. Maybe even replay them to let the lessons sink in and apply them to your trades. And if what I'm saying rings true, if the videos we've poured our hearts into at V-Invest bring you real value, please support us. A small action like subscribing and hitting that like button isn't just a massive boost for us to keep delivering quality content. It's also your ticket to not missing out on future episodes about trading psychology, risk management skills, and crafting consistent systems. Thanks for listening. Now, let's dive into today's main event. Our focus this episode is consistency, the ability to maintain steady trading performance over time, no matter how the market swings or how you're feeling. It's a vital step toward the zone, where you trade with confidence and discipline, racking up reliable results in the long haul. I'll break down the profound lessons from this chapter, weave in my own experiences, and show you how to put this into your trading life. This'll be a long, detailed, and inspiring chat, so gear up to dig deep into the trading world with me. Imagine you're running a marathon. You don't win by sprinting full tilt for the first few miles and burning out halfway. To cross the finish line, you need a steady pace, endurance, and the grit to push through tough stretches. Trading's the same vibe. It's not the guy who scores big on a few trades who wins. It's the one who keeps a solid performance going over hundreds, even thousands, of trades. But how do you lock in that consistency? That's the question Mark Douglas tackles in Chapter 4. And today, I'm here to help you unpack the answer. When I first read this chapter, I was hooked by the idea that trading isn't about quick cash. It's about building sustainable habits. Before, I thought success was those big win days, when my account spiked, and I felt like a genius. But I soon saw those highs came with brutal lows, and my results were all over the place. I wondered, how do I trade well consistently? Not just lean on luck or fleeting inspiration? Douglas puts it like this. Consistency in trading comes from building a reliable system and sticking to it with discipline. No matter what happens. Simple idea, tough as hell to live out. It means overcoming emotions, pushing past losing days, and holding faith in your system even when things look shaky. In this episode, I'll share how I learned this, the times I flopped from lacking consistency, and the concrete steps I took to level up. Let's kick off with a story from my early trading days. Back then, I had zero clue about consistency. I traded on vibes, big orders when I felt cocky, sitting out or dabbling small when doubt crept in. One week, I doubled my account with a lucky streak in Forex. I've cracked it, easy money from here, I thought. I cranked up my trade sizes, tossed risk rules out the window, and dove in with blind confidence. Guess what? Next week, I lost it all, plus some. Panic hit. I tried getting it back with non-stop trades. But the harder I pushed, the deeper I sank. I had to stop. My account was nearly toast. I felt like a total failure. Why can't I keep it together? Why do I win big then lose everything? Post Chapter 4 of Trading in the Zone. It clicked. My problem was no consistency. I had no clear system. No rules to follow. I traded on feelings. Wins fueled greed. Losses sparked fear. Douglas explains, to get consistent, you need a system you trust and execute it steadily, without emotions shaking you. That was my first big takeaway from this chapter. And it flipped how I approached trading. So, what's consistency? Simple. It's repeating the right moves in trading, picking trades, managing risk, sticking to your plan, no matter how you feel or what the market throws at you. When you're consistent, you ditch the wild win-loss roller coaster. Instead, you build steady performance, where profits grow over time, not spike and crash. When I started applying this, I saw a massive shift. Before, I traded off the cuff. Today this strategy, tomorrow another, no real plan. After chapter 4, I built a fixed system, a simple price action strategy. Trade key support or resistance with a candle pattern confirmation. Rules were tight. Max 1% account risk per trade. Always set stops. Only enter when all boxes checked. I kicked off with it. And first thing I noticed? No instant fireworks. First 10 trades. 5 wins. 5 losses. Meh. Doubt crept in. Does this even work? Should I switch? Then I recalled Douglas. Consistency isn't instant wins. It's repeating the right process till results show. I stuck with it. No tweaks. Next 20 trades. 12 wins. 8 losses. 60% win rate. Matching my backtest. By month's end, I had steady profit, not from genius calls, but from staying consistent. No emotional meddling. No size hikes on wins. No skipping stops on losses. Just doing what the system demanded. Letting time prove it out. For a clearer picture, here's another story from my journey. I was trading the Nasdaq with that same system. Bought when price hit key support. Candle signal locked in. Set my stop and target per rules. Then, bam, price tanked. Hit my stop. I lost. Disappointment hit. I did everything right. Why'd I lose? But instead of freaking out or ditching the system, I stayed consistent. Reviewed the trade. Yep. Followed every rule. Loss was just odds playing out. Next day, same setup. Price climbed as predicted. Profit doubled the prior loss. If I'd bailed or switched after that first loss, I'd have missed the win. Consistency got me past doubt, and I started trusting the process. Douglas stresses consistency isn't just the system, it's your discipline. You can have a killer setup, but without sticking to it, steady results won't happen. Discipline was my Achilles heel. Some days, a win streak made me cocky. I'd oversize trades past my rules. Other days, losing streaks scared me off clear signals. My performance? A yo-yo. Take this gold trade. 4 straight wins with my price action system. I felt invincible. I'm on fire. Why not cash in more? I tripled my size. Ignored the 1% risk rule. Next trade? Loss. Wiped out all 4 wins in one go. Regret hit hard. Why'd I get so dumb? That taught me. Consistency isn't just winning. It's sticking to rules, even when you're pumped or spooked. New rule. No mid-trade tweaks. Win or lose. Wrote my rules down. Stuck them by my screen. Drilled it daily. Follow the plan. Nothing else. Here's how I built consistent habits post chapter 4. Simplified to one strategy. Price action I mentioned. Set a fixed schedule. Mornings. I'd analyze. Hunt signals. Trade 9 to 11 a.m. only. No action outside that, no matter the vibe. Cap trades at 3 daily. 3 losses. I'm out. Resting. First month live? Unimpressive. 55% win rate. Small profit. No changes. Though, I kept the routine. Analyze. Trade. Stick to rules. Month 2. It clicked. 60% wins. Profit creeping up. Month 3. Steady streak. Solid gains. No big surprise losses. The cool part? Consistency didn't just boost results. It cut stress. Before, I obsessed over every trade. Feared losses. Pressured myself to win. Focusing on consistency, I stopped sweating outcomes. Do the process right, and I'd be fine long-term. Another tale to drive this home. Trading crude oil. Bought at key support. Candle confirmed. Stop and target set. Surprise inventory report tanked it. Loss hit. Checked my work. Did it right. Market just went rogue. No panic. Logged it. Rested. Next day's trade tripled that loss in profit. Consistency isn't dodging losses. It's sticking through so wins outweigh them. Douglas also flags that consistency means beating boredom with a fixed system. No more wild days of huge swings. It's the same grind daily. At first, I hated it. I missed the chaotic highs and lows of impulsive trading. They were thrilling, even if they sucked long-term. Switching to consistency felt dull. No surprises, no rush. But I realized boredom's a win signal. Consistent trading skips emotional chaos. You do what's needed, let time deliver. I started loving that dullness. Proof I was on track. Here's how I kept consistency on rough days. 1 week, 4 straight Forex losses. Doubt hit. Is my system toast? Checked my journal. Followed every rule. Losses were just odds. Keep going. No tweaks. I told myself. Next 5 trades. 3 wins. Nearly broke even by week's end. Quitting mid-streak would have killed that rebound. Consistency isn't just trading. It's life. Learning discipline here spilled into time management. Workouts. Keeping promises to myself. It's the backbone of success. Not just in markets but anywhere. Here's how you can weave consistency into your trading. Steps I've leaned on. 1. Build a simple system. Pick a strategy you get and can repeat daily. Complexity kills consistency. 2. Set a schedule. Lock in analysis and trading times. No action outside that window. 3. Cap trades. Max out daily, like my 3 trade limit, to dodge emotional spirals. 4. Journal everything. Track trades to confirm you're following your system. Tweak if you stray. 5. Embrace boredom. Don't chase thrills. Hunt stability. One last story to seal it. Trading stocks. First month, measly 2% gain. I can do better, I thought. Nearly switched strategies. Upsized for quick cash. Recalled chapter 4. Stuck it out. No changes. Month 2. 5%. Month 3. 7%. End of quarter? Steady profit. No big losses. Consistency built success step by step. Not chasing flashy wins. We've covered a ton in episode 5. Consistency's essence. Why discipline locks in performance. Beating boredom and doubt for steady results. I hope you see how Douglas frames trading and how this edges you toward the zone. Next up, episode 6 dives into chapter 5 of Trading in the Zone. Risk mindset. How do you manage risk effectively without emotions meddling? I'll share specific tricks to shield your account, plus real stories to back it up. Thanks for hanging out for episode 5. If this hit home, subscribe to V Invest and tap the bell for more. I'd love your take. Struggled with consistency? How'd you push through? Email or comment below. Wishing you continued success in your trading career. And see you again in episode 6 of this podcast.